Hi guys, this is Lisa and this is...
Well, you all know who I am. For those of you who don't, I'm Sam. This is the fantabulous Rocking Lisa. Although you already said that, so...
Why am I rocking?
I don't know. You're right. Don't look at me. Look at the camera.
You said I was
The camera
rocking.
loves you. Make love to the camera.
Camera. It is I, LD Walker, otherwise known as Lisa.
And don't lose yourself in the part.
What part?
Whatever part you play.
Oh, I thought it was still raining, I was going to say.
It's going to again. It's coming.
So anyway, we have some news. Big news.
Breaking news, breaking news.
Somebody got a grill.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Somebody really knows how to cook. He's been hiding it, I think. You know how guys are. If you want them to do something and they do it right, then they have to do it all the time. So half the time they won't do it right just so you say, forget it, I'll do it and never ask you again.
That's Roger.
Too bad, too late. He already showed he can cook on a grill.
Always screw it up so that you're never expected to do it. If you've got a good woman, she'll go, oh, get out of here, I'll do that. You don't know how to do anything. As you walk away going,
Nope, that doesn't work. That doesn't work all the time.
anyway, yes, I got a grill.
Tell him about your grill.
It's a grill. It's an electric. I could have gotten propane. We live in a house. I could have gotten propane. I always used to use propane. I just, I don't know, something funky about it. So I got electric, but it is a Weber, so it's good. Been using it extensively. Didn't use it today because it's pouring outside. And I melt in the rain. But it's been very good. It's made very tasty meals. Show my Willis. Anyway, I got that, set it up in the garage, set it up on top of my toolbox, used the first drawer for all my little grill utensils. Love it. I don't have a lot of tools, so it works very, very well. I personally like it.
Me too. Cooks really well.
But you haven't had the hot dogs yet.
Ew.
Delicious.
I never know hot dogs though.
You used to eat hot dogs all the time when you were young.
Until I watched it under a microscope.
If you watched all of it, you'd never eat a thing.
That's why I haven't watched anything else.
Oh, okay. Well, anyway, the hot dogs are good. I did myself a steak. Came out very well. I do like my steak. I know it's blasphemy, but I do like my steak medium well. And that's just, they want to kick you out of a restaurant when you order medium well. They just look at you funny.
Oh, so I order one and say, well done, burn it.
Yeah, that's... they some restaurants, they won't do that. They'll say no. They will. Some of the really high buck restaurants will not cook you a steak well done. They won't do it.
I'll be like, look, asshole, I'm paying $25
You
for
ain't
this
paying
damn
You
thing.
ain't paying nothing. $25.
50? I don't know. I
Keep
always
going.
get shrimp, so.
Yeah, you always get shrimp or chicken.
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter. But my next one will be, I have very thick pork chops. I'm going to be doing a chop on there. See how that comes out. I have chicken breast.
He said
We'll
breast.
see. Yeah, that's going. Anyway, she's got some news too.
You can see the... Yeah, that's a little better, because you can see that through the
Well,
glass.
yeah, that's the problem with lights like that. They reflect off your glasses. There's nothing you can do about that.
Okay. My news. Are you ready for this? Now, those of you...
Across the nation, we've got the information in a way we hope will amuse you. Those of you who watch Laugh In will recognize that song.
Those of you who work with me and are fans, hi girls, you already know. So, I'm going to razzle dazzle the rest of the world, all 7 of you. So, I am getting tomorrow something that I have wanted for years. Well, it used to be a lot of money, a lot of do-re-mi in the thousands of dollars. Now it's only half that.
They still have them like that.
I don't want that. But I'm getting an Oculus 2 Quest. So yes.
Going to be a slave to Meta.
Yeah.
Because Facebook owns them now.
They do.
And you have to sign up with your Facebook account.
You do.
So any of you thinking of getting a Quest 2, which is what this is, the Oculus Quest 2, if you don't have a Facebook account and don't want a Facebook account, you can't have one. You can. They say there are workarounds, but I don't know about them.
Well, the reason why you have to have a Facebook account is because they have to hold you responsible. They have virtual rooms where you can go in with your friends if they have the Oculus also and watch movies. They've got this big, huge, screen like you would have at the movie theater, and you can watch movies there. I know you keep saying, oh, I don't want to do that. But it puts you in the movie pretty much. You're there. It's like, whoa, hey, all right. And you could go into the rooms and you can sit down at the bar and you can all sit there and drink. Now, I don't think you're going to be able to taste it, but your character will look like you're drinking it.
As you pick up the controller, you'll see your hand pick up a drink and glug it, or smoke a cigarette, or smoke a cigar. I've been watching the videos too. I'm resisting temptation because they do have VR bowling.
Well, see, when I get it, and I'm working, you could easily do your VR bowling.
I could also get one of my own, and we can both bowl.
Bowl with my elbows?
It's a handheld controller.
Oh, yeah,
it's like a Wii.
That's true.
All you have to do is go like this. If I had to walk and slide, I wouldn't do it.
That's true. And then we could go to the movies and watch the movies. We wouldn't have to leave the house. We just go into the movie theater all by ourselves. Big, huge screen. You can sit in the back. I'll sit in the front.
We'd have a hell of a time trying to decide what to watch. Yeah.
He likes horror. I like comedy. Yeah.
But anyway.
Traffic.
That's traffic. Yes. She's getting her Oculus finally.
I'm so excited.
Since she has a good
and I just can't hide it.
Has a good paying job. She works very hard. She's there every day.
I am.
And she's got perfect attendance, and she makes good money, and she deserves it.
For 2 years straight, I've had perfect attendance.
As long as she doesn't get lost in it. Because you can develop your own guilds with friends and go on quests.
Only be you and me. Dusty and Jonas, then we'd have our next book.
No, you could actually build Brimstone in there.
We would not want to get that started.
That's what I'm saying. I've been watching these things. You can really lose yourself and go down the rabbit hole with some of this.
Yeah.
You really can.
We would not want to get that started again.
There's also golf and mini golf.
Putt-putt, maybe.
Mm-hmm. They look okay. They look like decent. They don't look like Tiger Woods 2019, whatever that game is, that's so realistic. The courses they look like they're right. They look like the courses. The grass looks like grass. This looks more cartoony.
Now, would we both be able to use the same game, or do we have to buy the games twice?
With what?
Okay, let's say you got a VR also. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So we both got a VR. And we're
you wouldn't be able to play bowling without having it downloaded onto your Oculus.
Oh, yeah. So we could download it to the Oculus.
You download it to the Oculus. I download it. Yeah, we'd have to each buy it.
Why? We live in the same house.
No, it doesn't matter.
Can't share?
Can't share. The only way you can share is you can use one Oculus, and we can have a bowling match. Let's say bowling match.
So then we gotta go.
That's right. We gotta pass the
screw that.
thing back and forth. People do that, invite some friends over. How many of my friends, number one, would buy one? Even the ones who could afford it.
And number two.
That's not an expense that most of my friends have no interest in it whatsoever.
Why would we be inviting people over? I mean, we don't like people except
They assume
virtually.
that you're not antisocial like we are.
Yeah, well.
They assume that, you could have, you could have five of your friends might have Oculus. Let's go bowling. Yeah, we'll go bowling. And they all have that, and you all meet in one of the bowling alleys, and...
Yeah, but you can do that from all your homes. You don't have to meet up.
Yeah.
You just meet up virtually.
In the virtual world.
Yeah.
Yeah. 100 miles away, one of your friends 100 miles away, he's got one, you can go bowling.
Well, that's doable. I don't know if we go bowling, but that's doable.
But I don't have any friends who would spend the money for those. My friends are extremely grounded, and they don't buy things that don't have to do. Most of them have no interest in virtual reality whatsoever.
They're crazy.
Well, they just don't. They don't read fiction books. They don't get into any of that.
How do you not read fiction books? That's what I want to know. How?
You don't read much.
It's all backwards.
You don't read much. They don't. Technical manuals. My father didn't read fiction books. Mom didn't read fiction books. Grandma did. Grandma liked her silhouette romance novels.
And just to say, some of y'all, we really appreciate you buying the books. However, if you're not going to read them,
don't spend the money
don't
on
buy them.
Don't buy them. I know it helps us out, but
barely.
What helps us out more...
Barely.
What helps us out more is if you read them,
and tell us.
Like them or not. Please read them. If you don't like them, that's all right.
Yeah.
That's the way it goes.
But tell us.
Tell us. Leave a review.
Tell us or just tell us. Tell us what you liked about it, what you didn't like about it, what you loved about it.
And please, if you buy the book, please don't say, well, vampires aren't my thing. If the vampires aren't your thing, please don't buy it.
Yeah, don't buy it.
It's useless. That'd be like me going out and buying a romance novel. I got no interest in that. I ain't buying a romance novel. Nora Roberts? I guess she's a really, really good author. She's really good. But I never read a book of hers.
I have. She's good.
Because I just don't care for it.
She's good. But yeah, when people say, oh, I'm going to buy your book because I want to, support you.
Yeah.
But then they don't read it. That's not supporting me. That's
yourself.
upsetting me because I'm like, well, why didn't you read it? Did you start reading it and you didn't like it?
And neither one of us are the kind of person that's going to go, oh, hey, did you read the book yet? Hey, how about the book? Did you read it yet? We're not going to do that.
I used to be like that.
Yeah, but then people get, they get a little upset. Stop. I got life going on.
We don't harass you anymore. But, I mean, if you're going to buy the book just to support us, don't buy it. We only get, I mean...
We get pittance.
Yeah.
Believe me.
It's not worth it.
Unless we start selling, 1,000 copies a week, then we'll start making some money. But
That's true.
if you don't like the genre, that's fine. Don't hold it against you.
Yeah.
If you just going to buy it and leave it sit on the shelf, don't do that.
No, don't do that.
Don't do that.
Read
or if you want to
it.
buy it for someone in your family who you know probably would enjoy that, that's fine too. But we want the feedback.
Yes.
The one thing an author thrives on is feedback, because you can't get better if you don't know where anything is.
Word of mouth. Word of mouth. People talk about it.
And yeah, all it takes is one person to read it, maybe even by accident. That's how Harry Potter was. The first Harry Potter book, it was offered to, I don't know how many different publishers, I think 100, she said. And they all turned it down. And one had it and took it home to read on the weekend. His daughter saw it and said she wanted to read it. So well, fine, there you go. And she read it that weekend, and she begged him to publish it. And he read it, and he thought it was okay, but he realized that his 12-year-old daughter was going gaga over this book. And bingo, there's a market, and the rest is history. That's all it takes.
Yeah.
It takes, yeah, there are millions and millions of books out there that are self-published that just don't go anywhere.
And there are millions and millions of vampire stories out there that
God.
are just, oh my God, we started reading a couple of them and they're just, what's with the romance? Vampires, they don't lust after mortals.
Vampires are, people look at vampires and they look at Stephen King's Salem's Lot. That's a vampire. It is.
I like our vampires
That is.
better.
In the beginning, if you take vampire for what it is, okay, and because Anne Rice is the one who gave it the twist of the romance and the good looking, and from her point on, that's when the vampire novels and everything. 1976,
Mosquitoes.
Dracula.
Mosquitoes.
Yeah, mosquitoes. 1976, the movie Dracula.
I'll give you
Frank
points if you know what
Langella.
we're talking about with mosquitoes.
That means you read the book.
Yes.
Frank Langella. He brought the sexiness, the romance to Dracula. Christopher Lee he wasn't an ugly vampire, but it was blood. That was all that was necessary for him. And then Frank Langella did that. And then Anne Rice wrote her novels, and it became, they're beautiful, they're alluring.
Well, they are.
And you have a section of the population, though, that doesn't like that. They like their vampires Nosferatu, just killers.
Well, you could be a good-looking killer.
No, they want the vampires are horrible.
They haven't
They're
met
horrid.
Seth yet.
They're horrid.
Seth isn't horrid, but he's a killer.
Huh?
Seth isn't horrid, but he's a killer.
No, but there are people who say that the vampires should not be good-looking, sexy. They should be creatures and icky.
How are you going to attract your prey?
You don't attract your prey. You go after your prey. The lion attacks. He doesn't say, hey, why don't you come over here? We'll talk. Do that. The lion attacks. That's what they think the vampire should do. He just kills.
Well, guess what? Y'all don't want to read our book.
Those people, that section of...
Because we got good-looking vampires.
And that's just the way the vampires are now.
Oh, well.
And so that's what you write. Now, Stephen King, his one venture into vampire, his was a Nosferatu. He was just ugly killer. Mm-hmm. Right? But it was good. Salem's Lot was a good book.
And while we're on that subject, I have been writing on book 4.
Yes,
And it's
she
getting
has.
good. It's getting really good. I'm starting to apply things together. And I'm actually going to make his vampires, dance and pirouette and wear little tutus. And it'll get him into the mood, don't worry. When I have Seth go, I feel pretty. Oh, so pretty.
If you have Seth do that, we don't have issues.
See, that'll get him going.
And you don't even want to go Canis and have him go, hi, you look pretty.
Anyway, we just wanted to say hi. It's been a while. And to let you know, we did do a review for Yums from Israel. And we'll break that down in the next video. This one's long enough that I have to do. So
it didn't work out real well.
We'll talk about that on the next one. We'll do an immediate one.
An immediate one?
Yes. So anyway, that's it for now. This is our author one. We'll
Wait.
one.
What's an immediate one? Are you talking intermediate?
No, I'm talking about next. We'll tell them about the Israel Yums. This isn't the Yums review. This is our author stuff.
Okay.
So we'll do that for the Yums review.
Yeah.
So that's it for today.
We did get a new webcam.
That's it for now. Well, yeah, we did. That's what we're recording on. But we'll tell you about that in the next one.
I guess that means shut up, Sam.
No, we did. We got a new webcam so that we can record it into the computer.
Nice. And believe it or not,
it looks good.
It looks good.
It looks really good.
We did a little bit of lighting. Still might need to play with it a little bit, but it looks better than it did. See, with the overhead light on, everything's yellow. We look like we have jaundice.
I can't tell. I'm blind. But if I put my glasses on, then there's this glare. But anyway, we'll see you in a minute. This is Lisa saying.
And this is Sam saying, help.
Bye.
Bye.